Rich had a win last night against Panguitch. The pass comes in deep to Ellie Argyle. The shot no good. Rebound though comes right back down to Darlene Peterson. No. Rebounded by Taylor. Taylor gets rid of it and throws it right into the hands of Hallows. So Emma Hallows gets it out to Van Dyke. Down the side it comes to Hadley Taylor. A little spin move by Aspen inside it and just partially blocked. Badgers get it back, however. Look at the three. Baseline, Hallows. She's in a little bit of trouble. Has it taken away, actually. Ripped away. This will be one of those games, take no prisoners, Dave. Here's a fast break, easy one. By the left hand is up and good by Haiti Pugmire. She had a good game last night. She's very solid in the post.
Yeah, great pass by Tingy as she ran in there and dropped that off.
Hadley, 2-0, 6:20 to play here in the first quarter. Here's a long three by Hallows, no. Rebound in the corner by New, and a jump ball. Two great programs, two teams who have been here before. Some of our stats from Danny through the years as the Rich Rebels, I think, have won 3 different times. Pass out in the corner. Here's Andy Van Dyke. Got it!
Andy Van Dyke just passed that in, popped to the corner, and knocked it down.
Well, she's a player. Pass it back in a hurry. Those Peterson's got an easy one. It's blocked behind by New, but on the rebound, that's very consistent. Haiti Pugmire. She got the rebound and she's fouled. Rich won in 08, 09, 2011 when Scott Ferguson was the coach. Wayne lost in the state finals. Free throw, good. So Pugmire has all. She's at the Legacy Ace Hardware free throw stripe. She hits the first one. That old southpaw gets up the second one. A little too hard. The ball actually hits the floor. Where Van Dyke picks it up.
She boxed out well.
3-3 here. That's early going. A little bit of trouble. Hallows gets it back. And a jump ball is going to be called in the underneath official.
I think they called a foul. Peterson picks up their first foul.
So that will go against Darlene Peterson. Here's a long three by Hadley. No, and rebounded inside by the Rebels. Taylor, fast break the other way. Missing a pretty easy layup.
Boy, good look there.
Pugmire. Yeah, that was a great pass by Taylor. Violet Taylor has another long three. Got it downtown. That was from out of the outskirts of South Sevier or to Monroe with that long one. That's a Bryce Canyon City three-pointer. Here's Taylor, bounce pass in the corner. Pass goes over there to Tylee Tingy. Tylee up on top to Ellie Argyle. It didn't go in, and it's going to be a foul on the Badgers. Well, Andy Van Dyke's second three-pointer was way out there.
Yeah, she's feeling it. Yeah, Rich is really going to have to make sure they stick someone tight on her, not let her get that many looks.
Pass back down court. She dribbles behind her back, goes in the lane, little dump pass into Hallows. No, but she's fouled, so she'll come to the line for 2. So be it our Legacy Ace Hardware free throw stripe.
That time Andy Van Dyke just taking it to the center of the floor and finding Hallows open on the low block and dumping it off.
Hallows free throw, good for Legacy Ace Hardware free throw line. Emma Hallows. Being brought to you in part by R Livestock, Boulder Mountain Realty, Franson Albrecht Physical Therapy, Maniacs, Ranger Rafter Lady J Fence Company. Second one also good.
Boy, Wayne's come out to play here in this first quarter. Got an early 8-3 lead.
4:45 to play here in the first quarter. Raleigh Stop and Panguitch also helped with the ball game, and Southern Utah Eye Care, Dr. Albrecht, with lots of family out in Wayne. I'm trying to penetrate with Tylee Fingen. She kind of lost the handle. I guess she didn't she did lose the handle and rolled out of bounds.
Lost, yeah. Third turnover I have for Rich.
Well, the Badgers with a little early momentum against the Rebels. Tingy tried to get a steal out there on top against Hadley Taylor. Off to Van Dyke, drives right baseline, in a little bit of traffic. Gets the pass into Hallows and is slapped out of bounds.
Boy, Hallows really didn't have anywhere to go with that one. Once she got the ball, it was pretty amazing she was even able to get the ball.
Exactly. What was she going to do with it then, right?
Four Rebels just surrounding her.
Pass comes in bounds to Kate Torgerson. And she tried to hold the ball high in the air, but Rich Rebels, a little heads-up play, calls a jump ball. So still 8-3, the score. 4:11 to play here in the first quarter. The winner of this game will advance to play in the state finals tomorrow. High pulse pass comes into Pugmire. Oh, nice bounce pass on the base. And it's blocked in there by Torgerson. That was Hannah Scott, who had a big game last night. Here's another three on the way by Van Dyke. Rimmed out. Nobody was around her. It was too easy, I guess. Taylor. See her grandpa Jan Ellett from the other side of her family line here momentarily before we came up. Bounce pass down the side to Tingy. Tingy drives down the lane. Nobody picks her up until eventually right at the basket, and she's fouled. She'll be coming to the Legacy Ace Hardware free throw line. So far, Emma Howells is 2 for 2 from there, and Haiti Pugmire 1 for 1. That's the 3 points. She has 3 points for her team. Tingy's free throw too hard.
Get on this champion side of this bracket and these good teams, those free throws, you've got to have them all.
Haley Durfee checks in the game. And coming out is Kate Torgerson. The second free throw is right there to your Legacy Ace Hardware free throw line. A couple of long Bryce Canyon City 3-point shots for Van Dyke. She dribbles inside, hands it off to Taylor. Hadley does a good job running the point, just like both point guards. Taylor's lob inside to New. She tries to get the shot up. No. Loose on the floor is going to be a jump ball again. This time it'll be out of bounds underneath the basket for the Badgers.
Badgers doing a good job of getting that ball inside. The quick hands of Rich able to just tie it up instead of getting called for fouls.
Aspen New really played well in the region tournament inside the post, rebounding. 8-4. Here's Hadley. Gets the shot up, but off the rim, no good. It's about ran out of time. Lob pass back down the other way. Blocked. No, foul on Hadley. Taylor. So coming to the line will be Hannah Scott. I mentioned she had a good game last night. She'll be coming to the Legacy Ace Hardware free throw line for a pair.
From here, it did look like a pretty good block. Must have got part of that arm on the shot.
Free shot is good. Wayne went out to that early lead behind the three-pointers of Van Dyke. Now Rich's battle back. Second Legacy Ace Hardware free throw is good. So 8-6 the score with 2:42 to play here in the first quarter. The ball slapped away by Taylor. Stolen right back by Van Dyke. Andy on the fast break, 3-on-3. Bounce pass inside to New. She got the basket and scored.
What a nice find by Andy Van Dyke as she's running the floor, able to dish it off. Aspen New, nice finish for her as she's fouled.
She'll be coming to the free throw line for another Legacy Ace Hardware free throw. And gets it. I mentioned she had a good region tournament. The Badgers defeated Paiute for that title. 2:23 to play here in the first quarter on KMGR, Classy FM, Mid-Utah Radio, 18ball.com. Lob inside, chase down, Tingy in traffic. No. Went up against three Badgers. Taken out of there by Haley Durfee. Over in the corner, Hallows will launch a long three. No. But it's rebounded by Van Dyke, but she throws it away.
Van Dyke maybe got away with one there. Looked like it could have been an over-the-back call. She went and picked up that rebound.
Checking back in is Haiti Pugmire. And going out is Tylee Tingy.
That over-the-back. Some officials, they'll call it tight in the game, and another game, they'll let you just do it all night long. It's kind of interesting.
Reagan Blackburn checks in the game. Hadley Taylor out. High post pass. Comes to Pugmire. Tried to get a baseline into Scott, but stolen by Van Dyke. Off on the wing to Hallows, and she's fouled. She'll cut in the line. We're getting a lot of Legacy Ace Hardware free throws here in the first quarter with 1:36 to play. An 11-6 lead for the Badgers.
Boy, Pugmire picks up her second already here in the first quarter.
Emma's perfect from the line. Free throw good.
Makes you wonder if that's part of what Wayne decided to do in this game, just keep pounding it inside to get some of those bigs of Rich in foul trouble.
Aspenu checks out. And let's see, Kate Torgerson checked in. Second free throw by Emma Howells. She's 4 for 4 from the Legacy Ace Hardware stripe. Built that lead up to 13-6, a 7-point advantage for the Badgers against the Rebels here in the semis.
Wayne's just really come along in this end of the season. The region tournament, they played great.
They try to force the pass inside, does Rich, and it's stolen away by Haiti Durfee. Off to Blackburn, playing the point now. 13-6. The Badgers on top. 1:07 to play in the first quarter. Pass to Blackburn. Little post up inside by Haiti Durfee. Won't go. Tried to hook up a left-hander there, and it didn't quite get to
it was a good move. That left hand wasn't quite strong enough to push it all the way up to the rim. She did everything right, just didn't quite get it over the top.
So here come the Rich Rebels, under a minute to play. The coach calls play number 1. Out of the backcourt comes Violet Taylor. By stop, jump, shoot, 15 feet. No. Strong rebound, Pugmire. Knocked away from her, and a reach-in foul is going to be called on Hallows. She said, no. That's what the zombies say. No.
So Pugmire with 2 fouls.
That's the second foul on Hallows, not her. She's 4 for 4 from the free throw line.
Yeah.
Lob pass comes in to Hannah Scott. Slapped away. She chases it down. Hands it back out on top to Tingy. Tingy hands off to Taylor. Dribbles down the lane in the corner. Here's Scott. It's too far. And rebounded inside by Kate Torgerson. Van Dyke back down with it. 22 seconds. We'll see if the Badgers just try for one shot here. Shot clock is off. Van Dyke with it now. 13 seconds. Hold in the corner to Blackburn. Swing it out all the way on top to Hadley Taylor with 3 seconds. Somebody needs to get a shot off. Durfee will do it. And it's off the mark. No good. After one period of play here, it's 13-6 in favor of the Badgers. You're listening to basketball on Mid-Utah Radio and 1aball.com.
Grundy Concrete wish the Wayne Badgers the best in the postseason. We provide ready-mix products, road-based sand, gravel, and grout mix. We make and deliver precast septic tanks in 3 different sizes. Call today, 435-836-2695.
Harward & Reese specializes in general building and engineering projects throughout Utah. Harward & Reese is a proud supporter of Wayne Badger athletics and want to wish the Badgers success in the postseason. Go Badgers!
Jackson Excavation supports our coaches and teams here in Wayne County. We specialize in everything dirt, from excavating homes and water lines to building roads and septic tanks. To road base and gravel supplies, call Jackson Excavation.
KMN Construction is a general contractor serving South Central Utah. KMN Construction specializes in residential and commercial construction. Good luck, Badgers.
Chip Basketball brought to you by Dr. Rob Barrick Dental on KSLSports.com. And the Rich Rebels have the ball to start the second half, Dave.
Yeah, so far it's been an exciting game, and Wayne, they've really come to play. They're taking it aggressive to the basket.
Pugmire takes a couple of step dribbles and lays it up and in. She's got 5 points to lead her team. Van Dyke, penetration into New. Her shot's up. Goes in. She has a knack for that.
Yeah, another assist for Van Dyke, and New gets a nice basket.
So 15-8. Here's a long three is short. To see who hustles for it. It's going to be out of bounds in favor of the Badgers.
That seems to be one thing that Van Dyke's really brought this year more that I've seen is her ability to see her players and not just have. I mean, she has that shot. She's always been a great scorer, but also to be able to dish that ball for her teammates.
Just about 1 minute played here in the second quarter. If I could join us here. Durfee gets the pass to Ferguson. Kate, little spin move inside, and it's blocked out of there. We're taken out by Durfee. Her runner is short and rebounded in there by Hannah Scott. Scott off to Taylor. Down the lane. Here's a leaning left-handed hook shot by Ellie Argyle. What a nice move, but it wouldn't quite roll in.
Hung on the rim and then rolled out.
Ball's kind of loose on the floor, fighting. Van Dyke comes up with it, gets it to Taylor. And it's stepping right in there is the other Taylor from the opposite team. Violet, she gets it down court, laned up and in. Here's Ellie Argyle. She worked hard. It's a 10-15 game. With 6:15 to play here in the first half. Taylor, Hadley, bounce pass out on top. Almost picked.
Dangerous pass.
Durfee, she's open for three. She'll take it. It's no good. Rebound is finally taken out by Violet Taylor. Well, these teams, both of them are working hard, keeping on their toes. Talking to Sarah. She's a champion runner. Here's a runner down the lane. The shot's too hard. This time by Pugmire. Out of the backcourt comes Van Dyke as a 3-on-1 advantage in the corner. Here's an all-alone three by Taylor. No. Rebound back up inside. No. And it's going to be a jump ball. Alternating possession going to stay with the Badgers. 5.5 minutes to play here in the second quarter.
Boy, Hadley Taylor had a good look at that one. Just didn't quite go down from the three-point line.
You couldn't ask for a more wide-open three-pointer for that. Trying for one of those Bryce Canyon City three-pointers. Lob pass comes into New. She's pretty good around the hoop. And another jump going to be called because she's blocked.
I think Pugmire got that. Pugmire's playing out there with 2 fouls, and coach is just rolling the dice on her.
Well, she's really efficient down in the paint. 5:29 to play here on MonetBall.com and KMGR, Classy FM, Mid-Utah Radio. Glad you could join us for this first of 4 semi-final games. Pass comes to Ellie Argyle. Ellie hands off to Scott. Scott to Taylor. The left-hand pump dribble. Slapped away from her, and a reach-in foul is going to be called on Andy Van Dyke.
That's just one of those that they're going to call a lot of times. Didn't look like there was a whole lot of contact, but officials are going to call that, yeah.
You reach in there and punch it away.
Yeah.
Whether you get it or not. Pass comes in, bounce to Taylor. She goes down the lane, stop, jump, shoot. Wouldn't go down. And travel's going to be called, I believe, on the rebound.
Pugmire, tough getting that rebound. She did a great job. Just lost her balance when she landed and traveled.
Darlene Peterson trying to get in, but the play had already happened. Whoa. That was a tough turnover by the Badgers. But luckily for the Badgers, the shot missed by Taylor. Down quick in a hurry for Aspen New, and she's fouled. That will be 3 if that's when it goes against Haiti Pugmire. Out there playing the point.
Yeah, that's on Pugmire. That's going to be your 3rd.
Reagan Blackburn back in off the bench. 4:43 at your Legacy Ace Hardware free throw line. It'll be Aspen New. Aspen, she's a pretty solid post player as well. Free throw rolls in. She's 2 for 2 from the Legacy Ace Hardware free throw line. She has 6 points for her team. Second one also in.
So far, Wayne Badger 7 for 7. I have them from the free throw line in this first half.
I do likewise. And on the other side, not too bad either. It's 4 for 5 for the Rich Rebels. 17-10, back to a 17-point advantage for the Badgers. And Van Dyke, almost got her.
Yeah.
Close foul. Trying to take it inside hard is Ellie Argyle. She's a hard-nosed player. She'll come to the line for 2, and she's fouled, I think, by Kate Torgerson. It is on Kate.
Torgerson just trying to reach in there, stop Argyle on that drive, and picks up the foul.
Free throws hard. You know, sometimes we talk about the background here. These high school players, very few of them playing a facility where there's no background like this is. Second free throw is good, but after you've played 3 days, you ought to be getting it down. For the Legacy Ace Hardware free throws, 1 for 2. Again, the pass comes down to Hallows for 3. No, hard off the back iron. Taken out of there by Taylor. She's an all-state track person and stolen from behind by Blackburn. Had to motored right down there herself pretty quickly. She has it back down the right side to give and go inside to Andy. She wanted to reach in and go up with it. Instead, it's a jump ball. Looked like she had a lane to the hoop right there.
Yeah.
4:01 to play here in the first half. Badgers up on the Rebels, 17-11.
Like we said, those Rich Rebels, they have quick hands. When the Wayne Badgers get the ball down there in the post, if they hesitate, those Rebels, they get their hands on it and tie it up.
The officials talking something over here. Our Livestock, Boulder Mountain Realty, Branson Albrecht Physical Therapy, Maniacs, Rafter Lazy J Fence Company, Rally Stop over in Panguitch, of course Snow College here, and Southern Utah Vision Care. Dr. Albrecht helping with the game, and don't forget the Central Region Spring Expo going on March 17th from 4 to 7 right here. The pass comes into Andy. She's jumping from 15 off the mark, rebounded, no good, inside by Kate Torgerson, and taken out of there by Hannah Scott. So the Badgers with a couple of chances right there. Here comes Taylor with it. Lobs it in deep. The ball slapped away from Peterson. Guarded by Van Dyke. There's a couple of really tough players. The ball slapped away. Rich trying to force the ball in a little too much maybe.
Yeah, surprised at the number of turnovers on Rich. I have him for 9 unofficially.
I don't know. Blackburn takes the ball all the way down inside, and she slipped, but the ball stayed in bounds. I think trying to save the ball off of Wayne was Darlene Pearson, but she threw it out of bounds, so it'll be the Badger ball. 3:23 to play here in the first half. Lob comes out to Van Dyke, or to Torgerson in the corner to Hallows. Hallows drives inside. She tries a little hook shot. No, gets her own rebound. No again. And rebounded by Rich. Couple of pretty easy cracks right there at the hoop.
Yeah, had a couple good opportunities.
Rich, the home team, gets a long three-pointer. No, make it. And saved from going out of bounds by Hannah Scott. But right in the hands of Hadley Taylor. Hadley goes down the lane. She'll scoop it off to the side to Hallows. Scott up and good. What a nice feed, Dave.
That was a great feed. Hadley Taylor just split the two defenders and then dumped it off. Hallows finishes.
You are watching and listening to 1A State Championship Basketball on Mid-Utah Radio Sports and 1aball.com.
Legacy Ace Hardware and Sporting Goods, 159 North Main in Panguitch. Come in and visit us for all your hardware and sporting good needs. Legacy Ace Hardware, proudly supporting Utah high school athletics. Les Schwab in Evanston, Wyoming want to wish the Rich Rebels success in the postseason tournaments. Les Schwab doing the right thing since 1952, serving our community and surrounding areas. Loa Builder Supply has been serving you for over 100 years. We are a small-town hardware store here to help you with your project. We are hardware, building materials, paint, and camping supplies, serving with local knowledge and community pride.
You like car shows? Well, let's supersize it, as trucks from all over come for you to enjoy at the Penguins Truck Show. It's a family fun event on the 4th of July weekend. Friday night is the light show on Penguins Main Street from 8 to 10:30. Saturday, the show will be at the Penguins City Park from 10 to 4. Truck registration is $75. We support all the truck drivers that make our communities better. We wish all teams success.
This is state championship basketball brought to you by the Bryce Canyon Association on Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network. And the Rich Rebels come up trailing by 8. I believe it's the widest margin that the Badgers have had of 8 points. There's a dribble out on top. Maybe it was 9 at one time. Taylor tries to get the pass out on top. Almost picked off by Hadley Taylor. Stolen by New.
Another turnover by this Rich Rebel team.
A little bit uncharacteristic of a team rated this well, of haven't taken care of the ball that well. New down the lane. She travels. (19-11), an 8-point lead with 2:03 to play here in the second period. Thanks to our great producer today's game, Elizabeth, the old pro. It's in the truck with the Utah Jazz. Out on the angle is Ting. He gets it back to Taylor. Taylor guarded by Blackburn. Post up, went down inside to Peterson. Now she gets it to Hannah Scott, and she can't get it to go. Decent defense by the Badgers. Prevented that one. Pass on the left angle to Taylor. Back across to Blackburn. Drives down the right side, and the ball is slapped out of her hands and out of bounds. About time for our trivia quiz today. Our Fat Rats trivia question. Today we're going to say, who is the owner of Fat Rats? Who is the owner of Fab Rats? UHSSlive@gmail.com. Who is the owner of Fab Rats? It sounds like Fat Rats, but it's Fab Rats. There's a pass in the corner to Blackburn. She'll bring it all the way to the top. 3 seconds on the shot clock. She'll lob one up. Oh. It's short. Rebound in there by the Rich Rebels. 1:02 to play here in the third. Here's a runner lob shot taken out there on the side by Janie Wallentine, who just checked in with it. It wasn't close either. Bounce pass comes to Torgerson and ripped out of her hands and slammed to the floor by Darlene Peterson. This is a contact sport. Women's basketball, men's basketball, any basketball. So once again, the Fab Rat. Who is the owner of Fab Rat? The pass comes in deep, and a nice layup by Darlene Peterson. It was a beautiful pass. She got an assist, so it's back to a 6-point game with 24 seconds to play. High post to Hadley Taylor. Taylor dribbles down in the corner. She's getting a little bit of trouble, gets it out to Blackburn. Blackburn moves it across the side. In the post to Haley Durfee. Too far. Shot it over the top. 4 seconds. See if Wallentine can get it up at the buzzer. And she's fouled for 3.
No.
Wow. She was trying a Bryce Canyon City 3-pointer. Reaching in and committing the foul is Haley Durfee. Wallentine comes to the free throw line. The Legacy Ace Hardware free throw line for 3. This is a 6-point lead. It can make it less. The free throw's no good. 0.3 seconds to play. Nobody's hoping harder than Haley Durfee. Just doesn't turn out.
Yeah, that's one of those that drive the coach crazy. I don't know what coach is going crazier right now, the Wayne coach because they put Rich to the line, or the Rich coach because they've missed 2 of their 3 shots so far.
Legacy Ace Hardware 0 for 2. Go for 3. With 0.3 seconds, this will be the end of the half, probably any way you look at it. This time, it doesn't go down either. So the Badgers escaped something. The Rebels didn't cash in. You are listening to 1A State Championship Basketball, brought to you by Windy Mesa Studio on TeamHive.live and KTTA 8.1.
3, 2, 1. Oh. Okay. 3, 2, 1. Coach Lundgren, only 13 points in the first half. What's made it so difficult to get the offense going so far?
We're just missing a bunch of layups right now. We got to hit a few layups.
Any specific adjustments you see for the second half?
Just got to take care of the ball a little bit better and make sure we rebound.
All right, thanks, Coach. Good luck.
You bet. Thank you.
What many are calling the best country music dinner show anywhere. Nightly at Bryce Canyon's Ebenezer's Barn and Grill. Live music with some of Nashville's best musicians and singers.
I got a feeling called the blues out in the West Texas town of El Paso.
A show that walks you through the history of country music and the history of Bryce Canyon.
Hell of a place to lose a cat.
The show runs every night. That's right, every night from April to October. Get your tickets now at Ebenezer'sBarnandGrill.com.
Welcome back to the SUU Halftime Report. You've been listening and watching 1A State Basketball Championships, brought to you by SUU on TeamHive.live and KTTA 8.1 and KMGR Classy FM on Mid-Utah Radio. Here at the half, the Badgers leading the Rebels by 6 at 19-13. I think the widest margin. They were up at one point by 8 points, but they've been a tough first half, Dave.
And let's go to break. Let's go to break.
You're listening to the 1A State Championship Basketball on Mid-Utah Radio on 1aball.com.
Sevier Valley Hospital is proud to support our local athletes both during the game and after. Each of our own starters has an impressive record in addition to years of experience in the field. Sevier Valley Hospital, keeping quality health care close to home.
Come and enjoy an over-the-rim shake at Stan's Burger Shack in Hanksville. The traditional Lake Powell style. They're old school awesome. Go Wayne Badgers.
Worried you'll never get your degree because it's just too expensive? Meet the Finish Line Scholarship at SUU. Up to 100% tuition funding.
And this is State Championship Basketball Halftime Report brought to you by SUU. Come soar with us at Southern Utah University. Take a look at the individual scoring, Dave, here in the first half.
All right, we'll start with the Wayne Badgers. They are led, find my right line here, they're led by Aspenua, 7 points, 6 points each for Emma Hallows and for Andy Van Dyke.
So just the 3 scores for the Badgers. This is a 6-point lead.
Yeah, for the Rich Rebels. They've got 5 points for Haiti Pugmire, who also ended up with 3 fouls in that first half. Came a little bit of a problem, foul trouble for her. Ellie Argyle, 3 points, 2 points for Darlene Peterson, for Hannah Scott, and 1 point for Tylee Tingy.
And you're listening to 1A State Championship Basketball on Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and 1aball.com.
Worried you'll never get your degree because it's just too expensive? Meet the Finish Line Scholarship at SUU. Up to 100% tuition funding for 4 semesters on us. Apply for the Finish Line Scholarship today. An extraordinary education. Anytime, anywhere.
You're with a team of researchers from the University of Utah, studying the effects of climate change on our environment. You're using this thing called a thermal cycler to take some readings. Then you think, wait,
I'm only a freshman.
We call that Utah Fresh. Do real-world research. Go learn abroad. Join an on-campus living and learning group. It's a fresh take on the freshman experience. Only at the U.
Larry H. Miller Utah Summer Games is Utah's premier sporting event. The games are hosted by Southern Utah University, and we invite you to be part of the action. Register today and compete in a variety of events, from barrel racing, skeet shooting, basketball, track, arm wrestling, long-range rifle and pistol shooting, ultimate frisbee, horseshoes, swimming, and so much more. Find your event and register today at utahsummergames.org. When you come to Capitol Reef Country in Wayne County, you won't just experience the rural life, hiking, fishing, or ATVing, but you will live it. Capitol Reef Country, Wayne County Tourism, and Wayne County wish the Wayne Badgers success in the postseason.
Windy Mesa Studios in Penguins is your local source for personalized and custom printed products. From wholesale items for your gift shop to custom framed or gallery wrapped canvas pictures, we have you covered. Contact us at 435-618-0014.
For over 100 years, Bear River Mutual has been insuring Utah families for less. For home, auto, or property insurance, contact Yardley Insurance Agency in Penguich for a quote. Bear River Mutual, insuring the best drivers and most responsible homeowners.
You are listening and watching State Championship Basketball, brought to you by Windy Mesa Studio on TeamHive.live and KTTA.
Here's a call out to all experienced
CD.
Yeah, some of the stat that really stands out here in this first half is free throws. Badgers came in and they've just knocked them down. Emma Hallows 4 for 4, Aspen New 3 for 3, 7 for 7 for these Badgers. For the Rich Rebels, 5 for 11 from the free throw line. They missed 3 of them right there heading into the half. Could have cut the lead to 3.
This is State Championship Basketball on Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and 1aball.com.
If you've ever visited Bryce Canyon National Park, you know that it's nothing short of magical. Recognizing the need to protect such a place, the Bryce Canyon Association was created more than 60 years ago to help provide funding for the park. And this year, as we celebrate Bryce's 100th anniversary as a national treasure, we invite you to be a part of the Bryce Canyon Association by making a donation, be it small or large. Together, we ensure that Bryce Canyon National Park stays magical.
Blackburn Propane is a family-owned company. We've been in business for 31 years. Full-service propane company servicing all of central and southern Utah and parts of Nevada and Arizona. We don't just service one, we service all. Give Boulder Mountain Electric a call for all your new and remodel electrical, well maintenance, and contracting needs. Go get 'em, Badgers! Bryan Farm is a proud sponsor of Wayne High School basketball. Check out Bryan Farm for all your farm and ranching needs. Let us service you with fertilizer, fuel, feed, seed, lawn and garden, and much more. Bryan Farm.
Here with Coach Stevens. Coach, you held the Rebels to just 13 points in that first half. Why was your defense so successful?
You know, I think that these girls are talking real well and they're communicating on any of that backside help. So I think they're just playing as a team and they're all seeing the floor real well. So anytime they're trying to do those lob passes, there's somebody standing in their way when they catch it. So I think they're doing a pretty good job there.
Thanks, Coach. Good luck in the second half. Second half coming up after this break.
Brown Brother Construction is a general engineering contractor with extensive knowledge and experience in street, road, and highway construction. As a company, we are proud of our reputation for quality work and customer satisfaction. We are also proud to be Badger fans. Go Badgers!
Bryce Canyon City is your destination for adventure. Cruise the miles of scenic trails on e-bikes, ATVs, horses, mountain bikes, or on foot. Let us take your breath away with a stunning array of winter activities, the rodeo, shopping for memorable souvenirs, world-class stargazing, and of course, the majestic Bryce Canyon National Park. Make Bryce Canyon City your next stop for an unforgettable adventure. All the amenities the city can provide. Visit bryceCanyonCityUT.gov.
The Bryce Canyon Half Marathon course takes you through the iconic red rock that is abundant throughout Bryce Canyon country. Also enjoy the 5K or Color Me Fun run. Register today at BryceCanyonHalfMarathon.com. Race scheduled for July 15th.
Are you tired of winter and ready to ride? We invite you to Bryce Canyon Mule Days 2020.
You're listening and watching State Championship Basketball, brought to you by Bryce Canyon Mule Days Chrome in the Canyon Mule Cell on 1-8ball.com. The shot by the Badgers, if they get the ball to start the second half, wouldn't stay down almost.
Boy, it looked good. It was a good shot.
Here comes Taylor back with it, deep in the corner. A long three by Peterson. Got it! A Bryce Canyon City three-point.
Boy, that's what they needed. Got a nice open look and knocked it down.
Here's Andy Van Dyke in the lane. It won't go down. The ball's last touch. New tried to save it, but it game also brought to you in part by our Livestock and Boulder Mountain Realty, Maniacs, and Rafter Lazy J Fence Company. The pass comes in to New. She'll go up in traffic, and she's fouled right off the dribble from Hannah Scott. The free throw coming to Legacy ace free throw line is Aspen New. Aspen had a good first half. She had 6 points. This one rolls in. She's perfect from the line, Dave.
Yeah, we hope we just didn't curse her right there. That broadcaster's curse, but these Wayne Badgers have shot really well from that free throw line.
The second one is short off the back rim, and last touch by Rich. So Badgers get a little break there on the miss from the Legacy Ace Hardware free throw line.
Yeah, I don't know what happened right there. Tingy looked like she was going to pick that up and lost her footing.
Hallows drives down the lane. She's stopped. There was good defense by Peterson. Wants to get it up and under, and there's going to be a jump ball called. The alternating possession will go back to Rich. That would really be a turnover.
Yeah, and like we said, just if you're not very decisive when you get that ball in the post, those Rebels are going to grab it.
Played 1 minute here in the third quarter. Score is 20-16. Post play comes in to Ellie Argyle. It won't go down for a nice move. She just couldn't get it to go. 4-point lead for the Badgers over the Rebels. Andy Van Dyke in the corner. Here's New from 18. No. Rebound comes out to Hadley Taylor. Hadley drives the lane. Doesn't take the shot. Off to Andy Van Dyke. Taylor faked the three. Brings it back. Top of the key around to Hallows. Right angle in front of the bench. For the Badger bench, Coach Stevens. Around back it comes to Taylor. 15 on the shot clock. 4-point lead for the Badgers. Bounce pass to Taylor for three. No. Rebound last touch by. Official says it was last touch out there by Kate Torgerson.
Rich just kind of packing the defense in tight and giving Wayne several opportunities to shoot that three.
Pass comes inbounds to Rich. They bring it up court. They give and go down the lane to Scott. Her shot's up. It wouldn't go down. Heartbreak shot.
How did that not fall through?
She had the move, everything but the hoop. Pass out deep right angle to Van Dyke. Left-hand pump dribble. Swing down the side to Hallows. Hallows tried to dribble in a step. The ball is taken away, and Van Dyke takes it hard to the hoop. She'll come to the line for two.
Van Dyke passed that off, and it was deflected, and Van Dyke was able to pick it back up and go straight to the basket.
She'll come to the line for two. This will be a Legacy Ace Hardware free throw. Score 20-16. Free throw good. How about a winner at Fab Rats? Kirsten Larson is the winner. Come and get your t-shirt. Pass is slapped away by the Badgers as Van Dyke from 15 got it.
Wow.
Just inside the three-point line. So very quickly there, Van Dyke with 6 straight points. It's an 8-point lead for the Badgers at 5:20 to play in the third. Badgers playing a decent ball. Is passed down inside by Scott. She can't get the shot off. Rich wanted a foul there. But I think he may have wanted it a little too hard. It looks like perhaps he got called for encouraging the referee a little too much. So, I guess that's a warning. It must be a warning.
Yeah, it must have been a warning.
Stop play.
I didn't know you could just get a warning like that. Most of the time you see a technical called.
5 minutes to play in the third as Wayne is built back out to that 8-point lead. Lob pass inside to New. It's going to be a jump ball. And the light's not on over there on possession, so how are they going to determine it? If they turn it on, it's going to be the ball for the Wayne Badgers.
Badgers still trying to get that ball inside. They're looking to get it in.
Inbounds pass comes to Hadley Taylor. She's done a really nice job on the point. Pass comes in the corner to her from Hallows. Bounce pass. Swing it around with 6 seconds on the shot clock. And better need to get a shot off. They're not going to do it. Hadley throws one off, and she does do it. They got there in time with a banked off. Here's a long three. Too short off the front by long jump shooter Andy Van Dyke. And looks like timeout on the floor. You are listening to 1A State Championship Basketball on Mid-Utah Radio Sport Network and 1aball.com.
Are you tired of winter and ready to ride? We invite you to Bryce Canyon Mule Days 2023. Join us April 30th through May 6th in Tropic, Utah. There will be guided mule rides, vendors, food and fun, arena events, a Friday night concert featuring Gren Hill and Andy Nelson, and the premier Chrome in the Canyon Mule Sale on Saturday, May 6th. Learn more at BryceCanyonMuleDays.com, and we will see you there.
At Cache Valley Bank, you get all the options and services without all the hassle. Personal and business banking services. From the professional staff of Cache Valley Bank, go Badgers!
Imagine a cool winter sunrise with the sound of skates gliding across smooth ice, adding to the soundtrack of winter in Bryce. With the unveiling of the Bryce Canyon Ice Ribbon. The Ice Ribbon offers a meandering path with music echoing.
Haven't finished your degree, but want to? Meet the Finish Line Scholarship.
Back here, you're watching at the SUU, at Snow College, Sevier Valley Center. You are watching and listening to State Championship Basketball, brought to you by Fab Rats, family-friendly YouTube on KSLSports.com. Rich with the ball here. 8-point lead for the Badgers. Looking at it, the perimeter shot is Peterson. Drops it down inside to Pugmire. Her shot, she's fouled. Quite perhaps partially blocked. She had some foul trouble in the first half, Dave.
Yeah, Pugmire picked up 3 in that first half.
She also had 5 points to lead her team. So the Legacy Ace Hardware free throw line shot up short. We got another opportunity here. 4:06 to play in the third. An 8-point advantage for the Lady Badgers over the Lady Rebels. Rattles and goes back down and in. So
Used
Legacy
all
Ace
of the rim.
7-point lead for the Badgers and a turnover. Getting the ball up court and got the pass, but Hadley Taylor standing out of bounds.
Oh, I didn't really see it. I looked down, and she was called for a double dribble.
The pass comes to Taylor. Under 4 minutes now in the third. Rich trying to make a little run here in this third quarter. Pass out to Peterson. She drained 1-3. Forces it into Pugmire. Pugmire gets it back. Rolls down the lane. Banks it in.
That was a nice job by Pugmire. The ball knocked out there to the free throw line. She just looked at her defender and went around her.
8 points for her in the game. Van Dyke drives all the way down the left base. Goes in the lane, jump, shoots, a hooker, no. Rebound inside, a little hook shot, and a rebound foul. No, excuse me, jump ball. That was more like when the Badgers were state champions in wrestling. That was a takedown. So, a little momentum shift here for the Rich Rebels. It's come defensively as much as anything, Dave.
Yeah. Yeah, they've had to really slow down this Badger offense in this second half.
Violet Taylor tries to take it all the way to the hoop. It doesn't go. Hadley Taylor brings it up for the Badgers. Badgers in there, purple and yellow. And a push-off's going to be called. And a pass-off. So that'll be 4 team fouls. There's 3 on Rich. Aspen New comes in. Coming out is Kate Turgerson. Depends on where you are. It's either Torgerson or Turgerson.
Yep.
Pass comes to Van Dyke. Deep left angle. Swing it across the zone to Haley Durfee. Durfee wanted to get it into New. Go down the lanes, Hallows. She gets it out, finding to Durfee back on the side to the top of the key. Hadley Taylor. Down the side, bounce pass, trying to get to Hallows. It's loose on the floor. That pass just wasn't there, really.
Yeah, kind of forced that one in that time.
5-point lead for the Badgers. Pass comes in, thrown away by Rich Rebels. Rich wanted that to be a tip ball. The official right there said no.
I think it was tipped. I almost wonder if it went through a Wayne Badger and then Pugmire got her hand on it before it went out of bounds.
I think that really could be the three-quarter court trap press where Rich hasn't bothered the Badgers much. Taylor out to Van Dyke. Seeing the pass to Durfee on the side. There's 3 people. Here's Durfee for 3. Got it from downtown.
Oh, he said
only
it's
a 2.
2.
Okay, well, it's not a Bryce Canyon City 3, but it is a 2, and the Badger will take it.
About as deep of a 2 as you can get.
So Durfee gives a collision down inside as they try to post up down is Taylor, and she and Hallows get tangled up. Be the 3rd foul on Taylor. Minute 50 to play in the 3rd. The Badgers holding a 7-point lead. Inbounds pass comes to Peterson. She forces up the shot. It hangs and won't go for her. It was a nice little inbounds play. Really a little too easy. She's left-handed. Took that pass on the left hand and just hung on the rim. State volleyball MVP this last year is Darlene Peterson. The Rebels won the state volleyball championship. Misses the Legacy Ace Hardware free throw line. Makes the first. Misses the second. 26-20. Pass up court. Blackburn, who's checked in, and she's all over her is Ellie Argyle. Bounce pass into New. New loses the handle. And a push-off's going to be called. I believe it's going to be on Peterson.
That looks like it's going to be Peterson's 3rd. She just getting aggressive, trying to take that ball away, and picked up her 3rd foul.
Hannah Scott back in the game. She's been solid 2 nights in a row here. 1:29 to play in the 3rd. Pass comes in the corner to New. Post up to Van Dyke. Throws up a kind of a prayer with the left hand and was not answered and rebounded by the Rich Rebels. Violet flips her ponytail back out of the way. Drives to the top of the key. Got a little pass going out to Peterson. They try to get into the post and slapped away, but driving all the way inside and laying it up and in. Nice move to the hoop by Tylee Tingy.
Yeah, that was a great move. She saw the lane and went for it with her strong hand on that right side.
She's strong. It looks like the Wayne Badgers are going to call a timeout. You are listening to and watching 1A State basketball on Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and 1aball.com.
Haven't finished your degree, but want to? Meet the Finish Line Scholarship at SUU. Up to 100% tuition funding for 4 semesters on us. Apply for the Finish Line Scholarship today. An extraordinary education, anytime, anywhere.
Hey, this is Dr. Rob Barrick, the smile artist located here in Cedar City. If you've ever wanted a new smile, but something's been holding you back, I'd love to spend a minute with you and just answer your questions. If you go to my website, you can set up a free 15-minute video phone call with me where we can just talk about it. The next step is also free. You'd come in and we'd actually design your smile together right there in the chair, print it out, and have you snap it in and give it a test run before doing the actual veneers. To check out my smile portfolio, visit Dr. Rob.
Championship basketball brought to you by Bryce Canyon City on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network. The Badgers with the ball, 17-second shot clock, 40 seconds to play in the third, and a reach-in foul is going to go against Rich. The 5th team foul on the Rich Rebels, 3 on the Wayne Badgers. Well, Coach Stevens has his girls in the stack formation. New runner down the lane, wouldn't go. Sometimes she can make that shot. That time wasn't one of them, though. Taylor guarded up there by Blackburn. Good little matchup, too quick. Little guards. Pugmire with it. She'll see if she can take New down the lane. She does. Bounces up. This time her bank shot won't go in. The ball's last touched by Rich, says the official underneath.
She must have reached through. It looked like Andy Van Dyke had position on her. I'm not sure what they called the timeout, but it looked like Andy Van Dyke had position and the ball went out of bounds, and they said it was.
I think there was a substitution. New came out. Back in was Kate Torgerson. 13 seconds. If the Badgers can get off a shot, see if the Rebels can stop them. 7 seconds. All the way to the hoop is Blackburn. Got it!
Wow. What a great move to end the quarter.
And you are listening to and watching 1A State Championship basketball on Mid-Utah Radio Sport Network and 1aball.com.
Duke's Slick Rock Grill is a family-owned restaurant in Hanksville. We proudly serve the explorers and adventurers that visit southern Utah. Our slow-smoked brisket, Dutch oven ribs, or a juicy ribeye steak, we look forward to serving you.
Durfee Construction specializing in custom home construction serving all of Wayne, Garfield, and surrounding areas. Let Shane Durfee and the crew at Durfee Construction help turn your dreams into reality. Go Badgers! Fab Rats is an entertaining YouTube channel based in beautiful southern Utah. Paul, Michelle, and the crew showcase major and minor fabrication builds, off-road adventures, family fun, and much more. Check them out on YouTube and subscribe today.
Just like we meant it now. All right.
Hey, Mom, I'm going to Sydney.
Hello? What about...
This is State Championship basketball brought to you by Great Lakes Cheese on TeamHive.live. The Wayne Badgers have the ball to start the fourth and final quarter. They also have a 6-point lead thanks to a driving layup by Reagan Blackburn. Ball is lost out of bounds underneath the basket. Emma Howells couldn't keep up with it. Now the Badgers throw on looks like a three-quarter court zone trap as well. Suthé Taylor, she has some help from Ellie Argyle. They break it to Peterson. Peterson's pass down into Pugmire. Stopped there. Lives it out to Argyle. Pass to Taylor. Taylor tries to get it. Moving pass inside, was picked off by Van Dyke. Van Dyke, she tries to get the pass inside to Hallows. Maybe had a shot there, but it was broken up by some good defense by the Rebels.
Yeah, Pugmire going through there. Fortunate not to pick up her, I believe, fourth foul. I think she's got 3 out there.
Here's Taylor down the lane. A little hook shot off the glass. No. A little too hard. Back the other way comes Peterson, that left hand. She gets in the corner, gets a little tangled up, but saves it back out on top. This is Argyle. His shot won't go, but she'll come to the line for 2. So we'll start this fourth quarter with Ellie Argyle coming to the free throw line. The Legacy Ace Hardware free throw line, no less. And that's the 4th foul on Hallows.
Yeah.
7 minutes to play.
Argyle, pretty smart right there. I think she just felt a little contact and decided to go up with it, see if the official would make the call, and gets to the free throw line. And 4th foul for Emma Hallows at the same time.
Haley Durfee in. She's had a basket in this second half. 23-28. Second one from the Legacy Ace Hardware free throw line is also good. So 28-24, down to a 4-point lead. The Badgers are led by 8 a couple of times. Van Dyke all the way inside. Her shot's up and good!
Van Dyke took it from the half court all the way to the baseline and put it in.
Andy Van Dyke now with 12 points in the game. Here's a long 3 by Rich. No. Rebounded inside by Taylor. Yes, and she's fouled.
Wow. Nice job by Tylee Tingy to get that, or not, I'm sorry, that was Violet Taylor. Get that offensive rebound and put back.
Violet averaging 6 points a game. She got a chance for the old 2-1 old-fashioned. She can bring her team back within 3. It's been a while since they've been that close. They've got down to 4 several times. The Legacy Ace Hardware free throw line. Got it! High in the air and in.
Wow. And Rich, 3 for 3 at the free throw line this fourth quarter.
Almost a steal by the Rebels. Van Dyke, stop, jump, shoot, score it! Wow. She just pulled the trigger on that from about 12 feet out, and bingo.
Just stops on a dime.
She has 14 in the game. Taylor off on the side. Here's a drive down the lane, and it's going to be no foul called. Little contact inside.
Blocked out of there, maybe by Van Dyke.
Tidy on that one. Here's a jumper from 15 out by that. No good. The shot's no good then by Haley Durfee, but a rebound foul is going to go against Van Dyke.
I think that's her 3rd.
Coach Stevens saying, use your head a little. Coming out is Kate Torgerson. Coming back in is Aspen New. Taylor leads the pass down to Peterson. 5:48 to play. Great basketball game. 27-32. The lead for the Badgers over the Rebels. The pass, try to throw it inside is Pugmire. She was trying to get a post up inside down there to Tylee Tingy. Coming out will be Pugmire, and Hannah Scott checks back in. Pressure now in the backcourt by Rich. Hadley Taylor beats Tylee Tingy across the timeline. Left hand pump dribble comes to the left side. Haley Durfee going to have her pocket pick to reaching in and grabbing the ball, causing a jump up, coming from behind. That happens a lot in this tournament, boys and girls. You turn your back, you better, know what's there.
Yeah, Durfee just turned her back, and Peterson went around that right side and grabbed the ball from her.
27-32. Out on the angle is Tingy. Leads it to the top, Peterson. Nice hard pass inside. The shot's up, no good, but coming to the line will be Argyle again. So, Ellie Argyle. These Rich Rebel post players, they know how to position themselves, and they're strong.
Yeah.
Legacy Ace Hardware free throw line, 5:06 to play. Free throw rolls all the way around. That's around the world, an off shot. Wouldn't stay down, the Legacy Ace Hardware free throw with 5:06 to play. 32-27. Glad you could join us on OneDayBall.com and Mid-Utah Radio. Second free throw, too hard. So unusual. She just went 2 for 2 prior to that.
Yeah, Rich really doing a good job getting to the free throw line.
Here's Taylor from 15. No. Rebound. Durfee. Her left-hand shot. No. Tipped out in the corner by Hallows. Fresh shot clock. Still a 5-point lead for the Badgers. Under 5 to play in the corner. Durfee gets it to Van Dyke. Back to Hallows. Hallows is called for travel. That was caused really by Ellie Argyle, who ran at her.
Yeah, wasn't really expecting her to try to pick up the ball and then just drug her foot.
So, 4:33 to play. This looks like it's going to be a timeout on the floor. You are listening to 1A State Championship Basketball on Mid-Utah Radio Sport Network and 1ABall.com.
The Gifts from Grady Foundation Charity Poker Run will be held April 22nd. For registration rules and regulations, go to giftsfromgrady.com. Raising awareness about organ donation, one tiny donor at a time, in honor of Grady Boy. The Gifts from Grady Foundation Charity Poker Run will be held April 22nd. For registration rules and regulations, go to giftsfromgrady.com. Raising awareness about organ donation, one tiny donor at a time, in honor of Grady Boy. Grundy Concrete wish the Wayne Badgers the best in the postseason. We provide ready-mix products, road-based sand, gravel, and grout mix. We make and deliver precast septic tanks in 3 different sizes. Call today, 435-836-2690.
You're listening to Championship Basketball, brought to you by Larry H. Miller Summer Games. Here's Pugmire with the turnaround. This time it won't go. Loose on the floor. Be another jump ball. Ought to get a lottery going about how many jump balls occur in a game, and who's ever closest to the total.
There's been a lot in this one.
Pass comes in the backcourt to Taylor. Hadley hounded there by Tingy. He goes all the way down court, however. And then Tingy reaches in. Get a little bump there, and Hadley Taylor hooked up to the official. Like, are you there?
Well, and to do it right there in front of all of the Wayne bench and fans on that side. Everybody was making that call before the official did.
4:06 to play in the game. The Badgers with a 5-point lead. The pass comes into Haley Durfee. Tried to get the bounce pass into Van Dyke, but it's knocked out of bounds. 4:01 to play. One of these teams will be heading to the state championship game tomorrow. Ellie Argyle back in, out is Hannah Scott. Pass comes into Van Dyke. Hands it to Durfee. Back to Van Dyke. Hadley Taylor drives down the lane. Left-hand shot. Goes in!
Man. Nice move. Nice shot by Hadley Taylor.
Well, Hadley gets a good roll on that one.
I have that as her first basket of the game.
It is. It's still in the corner by Van Dyke. Gets it off to Hallows. Almost traveled. She went to pass it to Taylor. Didn't know it was there. The coach is over there saying, now calm down. The coaching staff over at Rich has done a real nice job of this game as well. Hallows drives the lane. Now she pulls it back out to Taylor. 13 seconds. She'll try another left-handed hook. This one doesn't go, but comes right down to New. She shoots it up and in. Wow, that's been in the right place at the right time.
Yeah, Aspen New just walking in there, picks up that rebound and shoots it in.
Another steal by the Badgers. Out of the backcourt.
Oh.
Whoa. There was a foul by Darlene Peterson. Hadley had stopped, and in all honesty, that was two hands in the back.
Yeah, makes you wonder if they call that an intentional.
We don't know. The officials are talking about it. It's going to be timeout on the floor. You are listening to and watching 1A State Championship Basketball on Mid-Utah Radio Sport Network and 1aball.com.
Love cheese? We do too. Come join our team with a generous benefit package and starting wages over $18 an hour. Are you ready to be an employee owner? Great Lakes Cheese in Fillmore is ready for you. Grow with the largest natural cheese packer in the nation. Full-time positions available for every shift. Apply online at GreatLakesCheese.com. Again, that's GreatLakesCheese.com. Wishing all athletes good luck in the tournaments and eat more cheese.
Harward & Reese specializes in general building and engineering projects throughout Utah. Harward & Reese is a proud supporter of Wayne Badger Athletics and want to wish the Badgers success in the postseason. Go Badgers!
Jackson Excavation supports our coaches and teams here in Wayne County. We specialize in everything dirt, from excavating homes and water lines to building roads and septic tanks. To road base and gravel supplies, call Jackson Excavation.
KMN Construction is a general contractor serving South Central Utah. KMN Construction specializes in residential and commercial construction. Good luck, Badgers.
This state championship basketball game is brought to you by Ruby's Inn on Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network. And at the free throw line will be Hadley Taylor, who just made a nice little hook shot. Her free throw's up. Good. That was an interesting exchange over there on the sideline. It looked like as Taylor went hard to the floor, she comes to the free throw line and drains one. She has.
And Peterson picked up her fourth foul on the play.
And Hadley Taylor just quietly gives her team an 11-point lead with 2:50 to play. Puts a little pressure now on Rich. Peterson drives inside, bounce pass to Pugmire. Her turnaround shot's good. She's really good in there.
She is. She's just tough. She's got that left hand, I think, throws people off just a little bit, but she is good with it.
She gives her 10 points in the game. Back to a 9-point advantage for the Badgers. 2:27 to play. I'm sure Coach Stevens is saying to his team, no reason to get in a hurry, and there's an offensive charge going to be Aspen New. She rolled right down the middle and a collision.
I kind of think that's when Wayne's at their best, though, is when they can get the ball with the defense spread out and just take it to the basket. They've been able to get a lot of layups and get to the free throw line doing that.
2:11 to play in the game. Peterson drives baseline, stop, jump, shoot, no. Rebound, nobody's over there on the other side except Hadley Taylor, and Peterson slaps the ball out of bounds. As Danny mentioned, the volleyball state MVP. She's very, very athletic.
Hadley Taylor's done a great job with the ball, taking care of it. I also have her for 6 rebounds in this game.
She comes out of the backcourt with it. Pass off to Durfee. I would say that the Badgers don't have to be in a hurry. Under 2 minutes now, still with a 9-point lead. At 38-29, 1:55 to play in the game. Pass comes to Durfee. Dribbles down a few steps, hands it back to Van Dyke. Into Hallows. Hallows back for the three-pointer by Durfee. Got it from downtown!
She was just inside the three, the shot before, and then knocked that one down.
A Bryce Canyon City three-pointer, and it's a 41-29 lead for the Wayne Badgers with 1:32 to play. Here's a long three by Rich. No! Comes up short. So it's 1:27. The Badgers now thought, boy, how do you even dare take a shot like that? A game on the line. Haley Durfee says, I don't know, it's open.
No one told me not to shoot it.
She's got 5 here in the second half. Down the court comes Taylor. Bounce pass, high post to New. New hands off to Taylor. Little double team there. She about loses the ball. Durfee said, I'll try another one. No,
same spot.
Gets her own rebound, and she's fouled. See, she's an underclassman, Haley Durfee.
That's why you're taught to follow your shot, kids.
At the Next, the Ace Hardware free throw line. That'll be the 5th foul on Darlene Peterson. Coming into the game, we'll need number 4, Casey Wilson. The Badgers have just turned up the heat here in this fourth quarter.
Yeah, Peterson comes in averaging 8 points a game. She ends with 6.
Free throw, the Legacy Ace Hardware 1-and-1 was no good. The ball comes on top to Argyle. Her left-handed shot, good.
Nice
52
move.
seconds, yeah, very nice. 10-point lead now. The Badgers. And a reach-in foul, or there's another shot clock violation or problem. It's called a foul. Called a foul on Taylor, I believe. And it looks like Rich is going to concede. You can hear the fans in the background. The Wayne Badgers are advancing to the state championship to play the winner of the Valley Buffaloes. And the pass to comes in just off the bench. Now some of these newer players are not on the program. That's Lacey Ellett in the game. Here's a little runner, no good. Shot up again by Wayne, no good. With 34 seconds to play, partially blocked, no good. Taken out of there again by the Badgers. Lacey, shot, no. Another rebound by the Lady Badgers.
Man, about 5 or 6 offensive rebounds on that possession.
So these two teams bring it to a final here. Dribbling all the way down court is Cass Argyle with 17 seconds. Pass out on the angle. The winner of Tabiona and Valley will play the Wayne Badgers tomorrow. Wayne won the Region 20 championship. 4 seconds. Can you get by without a foul at the buzzer? No. And the Wayne Badgers advance 41-31. You're listening to 1A State Championship Basketball on Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and 1aball.com.
Legacy Ace Hardware and Sporting Goods, 159 North Main in Panguitch. Come in and visit us for all your hardware and sporting good needs. Legacy Ace Hardware, proudly supporting Utah High School athletics. Les Schwab in Evanston, Wyoming want to wish the Rich Rebels success in the postseason tournaments. Les Schwab doing the right thing since 1952, serving our community and surrounding areas.